Hi, thank you for joining me today. We're looking at the new Hampton Bio stove. So the first question is, why would you have a bio stove? So with the popularity of traditional wood burning stoves, people do want that look, but in a number of cases, it just simply isn't possible. If you're in a new build property that doesn't have a chimney or can't have a twin wall flue exited through, or if you're in, say, a conservatory or even a flat where you want that wood burning stove look and feel, you can't have the real thing. So this is kind of the next best option really, because it's completely odourless, doesn't require a flue, doesn't need any venting, it just sits in the room and burns away. The negative against the wood burning stove would be obviously they don't give out as much heat, but they do still give out a fair amount. I think the common misconception is they don't give out any heat at all, that they're just for looking at like a candle in a stove, but that's not the case. They are, I'm sat here now, I can feel the warmth, the top's warm, the heat's coming out the top here too. So if you don't have the opportunity to have a wood burning stove, this is kind of the next best thing. And the good thing about this particular unit, the Hampton, is it's a wood burning stove. So it's not a bio stove made to look like a wood burner. This is a wood burning stove converted to a bio unit. So it doesn't look like one, it is one. It's got the thick top, the thick body, the door looks great as well. So you really do have that proper wood burning stove look. A lot of the other sort of bio stoves on the market where they work absolutely fine, they don't quite have that exact wood burner look because they're often made of a lot thinner metal, so they'll be about half the weight. Because a bio stove doesn't quite give out the same amount of heat as a wood burner, they don't need to quite be the same thickness gauge of steel. So yeah, like I said, the fantastic thing about this one is it can be converted back to a wood burner. So if you had the bio stove, say, in a blocked up chimney, and you wanted to then leave it a few years until you unblock the chimney and lined it, this can be removed and the wood kit put back in, which gives you a great sort of flexibility as to if you ever did want to swap between the two or move, move in a few years' time after having the bio stove and wanting the real thing. It just does give some really good flexibility to the end user. So what's included with the kit? You've got here a cradle in the bottom, which makes it nice and stable. You've got the actual casing itself, where the fuel is. Around that is wrapped around a shell, effectively, which just in cases it makes it look a little bit better. And then this ring on the top, which helps to release more of the warm air into the room. Now, all of this will come included. And if you did want the wood kit as well, that is an option on checkout. So you can have, a box of the baffle plate and the fire bricks that have been removed as an optional extra. We don't add them in because some people will just want a bio stove, so they don't want to waste the money on the extra bits and pieces. But you can see it's working now. So you always want to make sure you fill it up when it's cold. You never want to refuel it on a warm bed because that can cause a problem. Always as well is my suggestion, fill it up with however much you're going to use. So if you're going to use, say, a litre's worth, fill it up with a full litre, and then light it with the gas lighter and let it burn out, is how I generally work with it. Because when it's lit like this, you don't need to do anything. It is just burning away. You don't need to control it with the vents or anything like a wood burner. It's just burning. And then when you did want to stop using it, or if you did want to cut it off early, it comes with a nice little tool. Just put across the vent on the actual box itself, and then the flame will go out. You want to make sure, because it is a real flame, that you read the instructions of the actual stove itself and on the fuel as well, because you want to make sure you're treating it right, because it works a little bit differently than a wood flame. So if you blew on this, it won't just blow out, it will go up higher effectively. So you want to make sure you're using it properly and just stifling off the flame. And that's it, very safe if used properly. And that's the great thing of them as well. So I think that's about it. I'm sure I've missed many things, but if you do have any questions, just let us know. Thank you.